You need to make a decision. Are those numbers something that you think will continue the growth of the company, not what the share price is doing in that moment?
Bear gang till I die, ho. Swooped up the homies and we about to start a sideshow.
Lemonade. Not the drink. Okay? All right. Are we good there? All right. This is an insurance company. They specialize in home renter insurance. They also do underwritings, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on insurance. Okay? Why do I like Lemonade? Maybe not today or tomorrow. I like this because approximately 85% of their clientele, okay, the people who use their product, are millennials and Zoomers. Now, why is there an appeal there? Well, it's an app. It's very easy to use. You don't have to talk to anybody, and they're pretty cheap. Renter insurance is becoming a more and more required thing when you rent. It is no longer an option for a lot of places. If we see a huge influx of people getting evicted or foreclosed on next year, if the moratorium is lifted, you're going to have a lot more renters. And landlords will be able to be more stringent on their requirements to rent. One of them being having renting insurance. Also, this is just completely, just out of nowhere. If they do see this corporate takeover of a lot more apartment buildings and whatnot, especially in urban areas, it's going to be a requirement as well. Now, if 85% of their clientele are millennials and Zoomers, what's one thing that big businesses like to do? They like to get people hooked young, because the younger you get them hooked, the more likely they are to stay with your product for a long time, because people don't like change. They don't, okay? 85%. That means if we go into a place where inflation continues to run away and income stays stagnant, a lot of these people are now renting a lot longer. 20 years ago, you rented for a few years and then you bought a house. Now you go from apartment to apartment to apartment and rent until you're in your 30s. Now, they're going to keep going back to their app, and they're going to have them for a long time. If you're 18 years old or you're 30 years old, you are going to be a repeat customer for a very long time. Thank you. More importantly, okay, what is it that drives new users to something in today's age? People talking about it. If you're 19 or 20 years old and you're going to rent and you get told by the landlord, hey, you have to have renter's insurance, and you go to your friends, you say, hey, I got to get renter's insurance. Do you have any idea where to go? Yeah, I use Lemonade. It's easy. It's cheap. I don't have to talk to anybody. It signs up in like 20 minutes. Oh, fuck, really? Cool. Okay? Easy. Plus, they know they're advertising. Now, there is a little bit of a short-term downside concern for me, and that is that about 56% of people under the age of 25 years old are living at home right now with the current lockdowns and schools being closed and job losses. That's a lot of people that are not getting renter's insurance and homeowner's insurance. However, that's not going to last forever. So I think there could be a little bit of a short-term dip, potentially, but for the long term, I really like Lemonade. Now, somebody's going to ask the question, but Stocky, what's to stop somebody from being a competitor? Nothing. Nothing's stopping anybody. Somebody could come out and be a competitor right away, but right now there's not. In that space, in this space right now, there's no one else that has that grasp in that demographic right now. And they're only going to continue to have more as more and more of it's talked about. I really like Lemonade. We recently saw Lemonade bounce off $47 3 times before mooning each time. Earnings just came out. Not as impressive, partly because everybody's living at home right now. But when this is all over and people go out and they have to do insurance again, especially in a real estate market, a renter's market where insurance is going to be required more often, Lemonade's the winner. Okay? This is not an ad. I am not sponsored by them. I am looking to buy this. I'm not going to chase it. I'll wait for a good price. But that is why I like Lemonade. For me, $50 is a perfect price to buy Lemonade. But it may never get down that low again because what's the justification for the drop? We don't have one right now. If it doesn't drop, let's say you buy it at 57 and it drops 10% to 52, guess what? You just buy more, right? If you're a long-term holder. So that is you can do more research and more numbers behind the scenes if you'd like to, but that is a general overview of why I'm bullish on Lemonade for the next 5 to 10 years. All right, so let's take a look at Lemonade, right? Short-term downside, there's still upside potential, right? We saw it bounce off 47. We saw it come back down off earnings. And then yesterday we were looking for $50 for the entry. It said no. It said 55 is going to be my low. And now we've got 5% since yesterday. But here, remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. And also, I got to be real with you. If anybody's out there telling you they know exactly what a report means and what investors are going to do based on that report, they're full of shit, okay? Everything is speculation in the market, okay? You can get an idea, and remember, you need to make a decision. Are those numbers something that you think will continue the growth of the company, not what the share price is doing in that moment? All right? That's just the truth. All right? Do you see continued growth? Do you see that? Is it something you want to invest in?